Hello everybody, my name is Alex Fuchs. I'm a food and beverage photographer from Berlin in Germany, and you are watching Easy Food Photography. That's a place where I share all my little tips and tricks around food photography exclusively with you. And today's video is a quite interesting one. It was requested from Paul from Australia. He wanted to know something about easy flash photography. So hopefully today's video will take away your fear of these creepy little things. If you're into that, lean back, enjoy, and stay tuned. Okay, there seems a lot of people be in fear with these kind of little flash units, but there's nothing to fear. They are really easy to handle and they are handy. I'm usually try to work as often as I can with speed lights. The difference between speed lights and strobes, studio strobes, are the speed lights have not so much power and maybe less options as a studio strobe. But for me, you know, they are really handy, they are really portable, so that's the reason why I try as often as I could to shoot with these speed lights. So, but even if it doesn't really matter if you use strobes, studio strobes or speed lights, you know, you can work great with both of them. But let's talk about what is a flash unit doing. A flash only provides your scene with light, nothing less and nothing more, you know, and there's no reason why you should fear them. You are controlling these flash units, and you can decide how much light it should bring into your scene, and that's it. And the first thing you want to do when it comes to flash photography is you don't want to attach it directly to your camera, because then you only have a few options. You can shoot fully frontal, what you never should do, because the light looks really flat and not really tasty, so don't do that. And you know, it's not really handy. So what you really want to do, the first step is get yourself a flash control transmitter unit and a receiver unit. And what this allows you is to unleash your flash unit from your camera. First of all, you need a receiver unit, and you will attach that receiver unit to your speed light. You have on the left side, you have the option to put them on a channel. So if you only have one speed light, you would put your speed light to channel 1. And then on the right side, you have the option to put them into slots. So if you're working with just one speed light, you would put it to slot A. Probably. And then you have your speed light on channel 1 in slot A, and yeah, and that's pretty much it. Let's talk about the flash controller unit. On the upper right side, you can choose the different channels. So we set our speed light to channel 1 and put it to slot A, and you see now it's set to half power. When you have it attached to your speed light, you probably have to go for manual mode. So check your manual for that, go to manual mode, and then you're ready to go. And as you see, the control unit is controlling the speed light receiver. At the beginning, I would recommend to just go for an easy one light setup. everything else is maybe too complicated at the beginning, but you know, and then you're doing it right as if you would put your food or your dish in front of a window. You know, the flash is imitating the window, the sunlight, and then you put it on a tripod, and then I would recommend to use a diffuser in front of the speedlight or flash unit, and then you're ready to go. You can use bounce cards as you do with daylight, and that's it. Okay, a first basic one light speedlight setup could look like that. On the left side you have a speedlight on top of a tripod. Before the speedlight, in a very steep angle, before that I put a reflector, and that's imitating more or less the daylight. And on the direct opposite side I used a silver reflector, but I think for the final shot I used the white side of the reflector to throw a little bit of fill light back into the scene from the right side. And that's pretty much it. You could just use a bounce card from the front as well, but that's it. It's really easy. When you set up your speedlight in a daylight situation and you don't want to let the ambient light affect your image, you have to take care that without using the flashlight, you get a black test image. Means you have to change your setting in such a way that you will get a black image when you release the trigger. Because then you can be sure that the surrounding light is not affecting your composition. And then the only light which will affect your image is the light from the speedlight. And then you have to find out, you know, in going up or down with the power of the speedlight, which is the right amount of light to throw into your scene. And then you can work in with the speedlight on one side and, you know, some bounce cards on the other side. The technical side of it is really easy to learn. You know, go to manual mode and choose the right channel and grab some kind of control unit. It's because that's really handy. You don't have to go to your flash units. Maybe they are up on a tripod or whatever. You can't really catch it good. So just these kind of control units are really handy. The daylight changes from second to second. So you have little differences in, you know, intensity and all these things. A flash unit is always providing the same amount of light, so nothing changes. And if you do compositings in Photoshop, that's pretty handy because you can do multiple shots and comp them together, and you always have the same lighting conditions. And that's one more tool to have in your toolbox to control light, to control your images. And that's it. No magic about that. Hope this was in some kind helpful. It's really, you know, not that difficult. You should give that a try. You have one more option to do food photography whenever you want, even at night. So, and yeah, that's it for today. Hope you found that video helpful. If you like that video, feel free to give it a thumbs up or just subscribe. If you have any comments or any requests, please leave me a comment down below. If you want to bring your food photography a step further, you can also go to easyfoodphotography.com and join my free 7-day course, Shoot Food Like a Pro. And that's it. Live long and prosper. Hope to see you again. And that's it.